Hi, Katie. We're so excited to talk to you tonight. How are you feeling? You just saw all of your exes. Can you take like a sigh of relief?
Oh yeah, I mean, this is just one more loose end to tie before I just move forward with my life. But, you know, I am happy to get to see them all tonight, and it was just refreshing, to be honest. It was just nice. I definitely was a little nervous to see, you know, Michael and Andrew. Those emotions are still a little fresh, but I knew tonight was going to offer me that closure that I was looking for, and that's exactly what I received. For me, I've since moved forward, and I kind of hope that they had done the same as well, because all I want is for them to be happy. But you know, ultimately, I am in a place where I'm leaving that in the past and focusing on the future.
Yes, and okay, so we know that some of your cast members have been announced for Paradise. Is there anyone, and you have friends that are also going to Paradise, so it's an interesting situation.
Yes.
Who, if you're sitting down having girl chat with your friends, who are the men who you're like, yes, totally date these, and who are the men who you're like, ooh, red flag, like steer clear?
Well, I will say my friend Tammy, who's from Peter's season, does have an eye out for Aaron. She thinks he's very attractive, so I gave her my approval and said, do what you need to do and good luck.
Love that. Is there anyone who you were like, red flag, watch out?
I mean, I think it goes without saying, I don't really support Thomas at this moment in settling down yet. I think he's a lot of growth to work on, but we'll see.
So he wasn't physically here tonight, but we did see him apologize to you. He still made that effort. Do you feel, I mean, obviously for your sake, you want some sort of closure and to move forward, but do you feel like his apology was sincere tonight?
I do think his apology was sincere, you know, and I think ultimately we all just want to move forward. Holding a grudge or being angry doesn't do any of us any good. So I was thankful to have the opportunity to speak to him, even if it was, you know, via TV. But yeah, I think he was sincere in his apology.
And then we see the teaser for the end of the season. I mean, dare I say the most dramatic ending yet. I mean, it was crazy. You're in the bathroom, you're crying, you want to book a flight home. What can you tease for our fans who are just so curious to see how it all ends up?
I mean, expect the unexpected. And I mean, I'm not just saying that. It is so untraditional in what happens.
And then, is there a goodbye that sticks out to you? You mentioned both Andrew and Michael A., but what has been the toughest goodbye for you so far? And tell us a little bit about why.
I think Michael's goodbye was probably the hardest, you know, especially reliving it. I don't know, he was just one of those relationships that I didn't really have a say in. You know, he chose to leave, and that kind of left it open for a little bit, but those wounds have healed, and I kind of got that closure officially tonight.
And is there any one of your men who you are rooting for to become our next Bachelor?
Speaking of Michael, definitely Michael, and Andrew as well. Those are going to be my top two picks, you know, if I had any say, which I don't, but they'd be both amazing Bachelors.
And then speaking of upcoming Bachelor season, we also have our upcoming Bachelorette season with Michelle. What is your advice for her now that you've been through this crazy experience?
Yes, I've actually been talking to her leading up to her experience, and the biggest advice I gave to her was to stay open. You know, don't close yourself off to just one person that you find attractive on the first night. You know, give yourself time to really get to know these men.
And then the last thing I'll ask you, we saw, you know, a change with Caitlin and Tayshia stepping in this season. What was that like for you? I feel like you can really see, you know, the emotional connection that they had and like the big sister kind of advice they were able to give you. What was that like?
I couldn't have asked for anything better. I mean, having those girls there to support me, not just as girlfriends, but as previous Bachelorettes, they were able to offer me advice that no one else really could. So ultimately, I could not have done it without them.